Hi, everybody. For my impromptu speech, I was given the topic of a trip to remember. Coming to mind, everybody's got vacations that they've been on, that they've got tons of memories for, and lots of different things that make you remember that trip most specifically. For me, the trip that I remember the most was my very first cruise. I've had tons of experiences since then, but my very first cruise was when I fell in love with going down, getting on a boat for a week and visiting different islands. So my very first cruise, I went to St. Thomas, St. Martin, and the Bahamas. And I absolutely loved St. Thomas. On St. Thomas, we did the zip lining excursion, which I would definitely recommend. You go to the top of the island, and it's basically looks like a little mountain, and you zip line down the entire thing. And I mean, the sights up there are just gorgeous. Also with cruising, why I fell in love with cruising, I've been on 7 or 8 different ones now, just because the first time I had such a good time that I've been going back every year. But one of the biggest things that I love about cruising is when you get on that boat, you're not just sitting on a boat for a week. There's tons of stuff to do. They have activities all day during the day. They have movies under the stars where they've got a big screen projector that you can sit on the top of the boat and watch a movie at night. They've got basketball courts, they've got restaurants all over the place, unlimited, all you can eat, food is included. Every night they also have a very fancy dinner, so you can go down to the 4th or 5th deck on the boat and sit in a restaurant and get served a 5-course meal. They bring out appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, salads, soups, and then your entrees, and then your desserts, and after that they bring coffee and cookies, and I mean, it's just a really good experience. I mean, the food alone is worth going on a trip for. But it's not just sitting on a boat for a week either. You get off on each island and you get to do different excursions. In St. Thomas, did the zip lining. In St. Martin, we did the underwater helmet diving, and then in the Bahamas, we did the dune buggies. That was just on the first trip. So it's definitely tons of activities that keeps you going all week. I haven't ever been in like one of the really fancy rooms on the boat, but just for the mere fact that when you're on that ship, there's so much stuff to do that literally the only time you're ever in your room is when you are sleeping. At least that's how I've experienced it in the past so far. But I've been on a cruise 7 or 8 times now just because of that amazing first experience, and I haven't had a bad experience on not one of the cruise ships that I can think of at this moment where I've had a bad experience. So, I mean, I know you hear about the COVID-19 on the ships and how awful it was. Well, I mean, it's pretty rare. I mean, it's like getting into a car accident. You don't hear about it real often. So I would definitely recommend going on a Caribbean cruise or Alaskan cruise. That's one of the ones that I want to go to next. This next year, planning to go to the Western Caribbean. We were supposed to go this year, but of course it got canceled due to the COVID. So we actually ended up getting a free cruise for next year because they canceled last minute on us. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys for your time, and I hope that at some point, if you haven't been on a cruise, you decide to take a trip. Thanks.